this video, I'm going to show you how to make a wreath using this Dollar Tree wreath board and this sign I got from Beebeecraft. When you pick the wreath boards up in the Dollar Tree stores, they will be bent, but I have a video showing how you can straighten them out, and I've posted it on all my social media sites. The links to my social media sites are all in my link tree in my bio. So what we have is the Dollar Tree wreath board, the sign from Beebeecraft. I think it is so cute. I have ribbon that I got from Sam's Club. I am using this burlap mesh. I got it from Craft Outlet. This is the mesh, if you can see that I'm using. I've got zip ties. I've got my Bodabra because I'm going to be using that with the mesh and the ribbon. I have some sunflowers that I'm going to use and a few other different flower heads that I'm going to be using. Now, I think I've got this planned out. I can't promise. I know what I want in my head, so we're gonna go for it. With these, I'm going to use the ruffle method, and I don't want big, fluffy ruffles because I want to try to keep my wreath a little compact, not too full. So I only cut them at 10 inches. I've already got one in the board with the ribbon. I've already preloaded the board. On the board, you will see this outer ring. Here, there's a hole straight down from this hole, but this next one is a V shape. I skip that and go to the next one. They're straight across from each other. V shape, skip that one. Go to the next one, straight across, V shape, skip that. On and on, all around the outside ring of the board. So what I'm doing is this is 10 inches and I'm just walking it from one end to the next. And then when I do that, I just get a hold of it like this because I want to pull that out. I don't want it curling or ruffling in. I want it ruffling out like a skirt to the outside of the board. And then I've got my two ribbon. I'm going to lay them on the zip tie and zip it. Now I don't zip it all the way because I like to situate things before I zip it. Make sure I've got my ribbon even. I've got my ruffle the way I want. When I say I've got everything I want, then I zip it. Now, you don't have to worry about how you fix the ribbon at this time, but when I come back around, I'll be pulling the ribbon out the way I want them. Again, with that zip tie, I'm going to take one of these pieces of mesh, and I got this to hold it for me, my Bodabra to hold it. Take it from one end and walk it to the next. And then I'm going to put it in my Bodabra to hold it for me while I get two of my ribbons, the buffalo plaid and the sunflowers. After I cut them, I do the dovetail. You just fold it like that, and you take your scissors and you cut it down, and it makes the V dovetail. So I've got these. Lay them down and walk them kind of in the middle. But before I put them in the Bodabra, I want them pointing out. So I'm going to kind of shape them the way I want them pointing out and give them a curl, kind of like dove wings. That's what we'll call it. And I'm going to put them in here on top of that so I can get a hold of those together. And lay this on the zip tie. Pull these ruffles out. Get that started. And see, I want my ruffle to point out. Make sure I've got those even. I'm all about being symmetrical. It's just a quirk that I have. I know everything can't be symmetrical, but what can be, I will do my best. Now, when I come back around, I'll worry about how I'm going to get the ribbons. But so far, this is what it's looking like. I'm going to put the rest of these in, and then we'll come back and we'll do the second row. For the second row, we only need 6 zip ties, and how we're going to do it, you see where the zip ties are. If you look at the pattern, these are straight across from each other, another V. Straight across from each other, another V. Straight across from each other, on around. So we're only going to put zip ties in the ones that are straight across from each other. Then I'm going to take one 10 by 10 of the jute mesh, ruffle it up with the ribbon, and put and each of the 6 zip ties. Do the same like I did with the first circumference. I'm just going to alternate the ribbon. I'm going to manipulate the decoupage so that it ruffles out like the first row ruffled out. Make sure those are even, and then clip this off. I'm going to do the rest of these the same way, and I'll come back and we'll do the sign. And this sign was sent to me from Beebeecraft. If you want to check out Beebeecraft and order this sign, you can go to the Linktree link in my bio, and I have a link to Beebeecraft with a promo code to get $5 off your order of $40 or more. When I started this wreath, I thought I might use some sunflowers and flowers to glue on here, but after seeing it and laying the sign on there, I don't think I want to add flowers to it. I think I just want to add the sign and leave it. We'll see. But I'm going to use chenille stems to add the sign. That it came with the holes already in the sign. So I just stick the chenille stem through that hole. I did punch 2 holes in this where I had planned on putting the sign, and I don't see them. I've covered them up. Okay, I don't know where they're at. I found the 2 holes that I punched in the board right here. So I'm coming in from behind, sliding the chenille stem through there. So I'll know when I flip it over where the holes are. Where's my other chenille stem? Oh, it's in the board. It's in the sign. I think I might have to get a different chenille stem. That one's kinked up and it's having a hard time going through. When these first came out, I found the boards in my store, or the store that I go to, but since then I haven't been able to find these boards in the store, so I had to order mine online, and they come in 2 different sizes, so I got some large and some small. Okay, let's find where these are. Now we'll feed the chenille stem through the hole on the sign. Get that started. Well, it came out. I am having a time. And then I have to figure out what I'm going to do to hide the chenille stem. I would use wire, a flat floral wire, but I don't want that to scratch the sign. So I'm just going to twist that and tuck that under. I'm just twisting that and tucking that under. Or maybe I will glue some flowers on there. That's one good thing about us crafters. We know how to hide stuff. To hide the chenille stem. I don't want the gigantic sunflowers, but that's all I have are the gigantic sunflowers. I don't have any smaller sunflowers. I don't like that. Let's see. See, I'm all about everything being symmetrical, but there are just some things I have to offset. Doesn't make sense to me either, so I just have to go with it. And that's just not working for me. See, I like the way that looks, but I'm not really caring for the way this looks over here. I'm trying to offset them. I don't want it exactly the same on both sides. So I'm trying to figure out how I want And I want more over here because I want these flowers, I don't want them to be hidden. So I can add more flowers over here. Am I missing a flower? Yeah, we got this little flower. So I'll just put different little flowers over here. Multiple flowers over here somehow. Trying to figure this out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these two on. I need to make sure I've got my ribbon the way I want, because when I put the flowers on there, it's going to, the ribbon are going to be stuck. Make sure I fix these ribbons the way I want. Okay. Is my glue gun on? Oh, yeah, there we go. Try not to burn myself. Oh, that's cute. I just have to straighten my ribbon out. I'll fix it. Now this is the side I need to figure out how I want to do. Guess that kind of looks good. You know, I'm just going to stick a sunflower on there and we'll go from there. We'll work around it. The fun thing about crafting, figure it out as we go. Make sure I've got that stuck on that glue. Stuck on the glue. That's so cute. I have to straighten out my ribbon. And the jute mesh will fray. There is nothing you can do about that. And you can't use a wood burner on the jute mesh because it's got jute in it. Now, how do I want to do this? Maybe just put one sunflower. Tuck that. No. I found these mini mums from Dollar Tree, so I'm going to use these. Let's figure out how I'm going to use them. Cut these off. I don't want the greenery on it. I'm not cutting them too short right now because I haven't figured out how I'm going to use them yet. Tuck them down in there. No, let's see. That's cute. I'll do that. I think I like that. I think it's cute. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So now let's stick them on there. Put some glue right here where that is stuck. And put this on there. While that glue, where the glue is still hot before it starts to harden. I'm just gluing the flower stem to the ribbon. And a tip, if you glue something to something and then you look at it later and you don't like it, you can always use a blow dryer to heat up the glue and it will soften, and you can pull whatever you glued to, whatever you stuck to it off. I've done that a lot, where I thought I liked something and then when I stuck it up, I didn't. So I used my blow dryer and pulled it apart. Now I'll stick this other one there. Stick that there. See? I wasn't sure how I was going to go with this when I first started. I had a picture in my head and I was like, I'm just going to go with it. And I figured it out as I went along. And I think I'm happy with it. I'll show you how to hang it. I got this roll of twine from Hobby Lobby. Just cut a little piece off. Tie a knot. find the hole that you want to hang it. See, hang it from up here and feed this through the hole. I think I'm gonna have to cut this longer. I think I'm gonna have to cut the string longer, but pull it through like that. Or if you have a nail or whatever on your door, you pull it through like that. Let's redo this. That's not long enough. This will be long enough. So you take the string, tighten a knot, get it tight. Feed the end of the string through the hole, and then feed the end of the string through the other end of the string. And there is your hanger to hang it on your door. What we used on this wreath is 18 10 by 10 cuts of poly jute mesh, 18 ribbon tails, the sign, zip ties, a few flowers, and glue. And that's it. So easy, and it looks so cute. I want to remind you before we go to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post more videos. I have another sign from Beebeecraft that I'm going to be making a wreath with. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment if you think that you'll try making a wreath on a Dollar Tree wreath board. Until next time, bye everyone.